Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. We're happy you can join us on this Wednesday. I want to start off the show with a win for me on this Wednesday. I was inspired by a recent shoot we went on, which I'm sure we'll show you in the coming days. But I, Briggs LaSavage, changed the headlight on my own car this morning.
Let's go!
All by myself.
This morning?
This morning.
Wow.
Yeah, before I even came to work. My headlight was out and I had the light bulb ready to go. And I watched a YouTube video.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, and it worked.
How
I was
about
so impressed.
that?
Was it easy? Was it hard?
It was easy. It was easy.
You didn't have to take out the engine or anything like that?
And part two to this story does get a little bit more complicated because I did mess something up and my husband Matt had to come home from work to assist me.
What'd you do?
Well, so there's this little plug-in that goes onto the light, I guess,
Sure,
and then somehow the cords to that plug-in fell into the headlight hole. Technical terms only. But so I couldn't fish the thing out to plug in the light, and it was a whole thing. But we got it figured out because he had a tool that allowed me to get into the headlight socket, if you will.
I'll give you
thank you.
That's
I'm not an auto person, but today I felt on top of the world.
You accomplished it.
Thank you.
The stars are shining bright here in the Northern Life studio.
I'm very proud of myself. Very proud.
Good job, Briggs.
Thank you.
I've never done that, so kudos to you.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice. All right. Hey, coming up on today's show, we're going to get to your messages and comments. Plus, we're going to give you a sneak peek into our future Northern Life prizes that are going to be up for grabs for a few of our lucky viewers. Look at that.
Stick around, and later, guess who? Rachel Hackbarth introduces us to the Grip Stick. It's a device that's hoping to keep your food fresh longer for this week's Does It Work product. And so today we were deciding to pick up a conversation we actually had at the end of yesterday's show, and we were talking a little bit about eating in bed. And Briggs, you told us that you have a table at home, but you don't necessarily eat at that table ever.
It's a small table in my kitchen. I don't really have like a dining room per se, so we just have like kind of a table that ends up just being a shelf, basically. So we pretty much eat all our meals on the couch, watching TV, which is probably horrible, but I don't think I'm alone.
Yeah, that's what most people do, right?
Yeah, and so I did look it up, and it's online. A couple reports said millennials are choosing, not to have a formal dining room necessarily, but more homeowners are kind of using it as a multifunctional space. And those millennials too, they want a little casual dinner parties when they have friends over, not necessarily like the the old school traditional, like everybody sit down, we have 5 courses type of meal at their dining room.
Well, so like my parents have like a whole dinnerware set that you would bring out in the case of
china.
guests. And I'm like, well, if I have guests, you're getting like a plastic plate and the cup
and kids cutlery.
I've got nothing but paper plates at my house, and I've got this thing that says Country China, and it's just a bunch of paper plates, and that's what I have to offer.
Wow,
there you go.
But my family does have the nice china for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or those types of events. But I would say it's a special occasion too if we're all sitting down at the same table. Now that they're older too.
Yeah,
true.
I still have a dining table in my place, but like you said, you just don't really use it that often unless you have people over. So I'm fine with eating on the couch as long as you don't spill. I've got a white couch, so I spilled in it a couple of times. But you hopefully get the bounty in time and you're able to wipe it up.
Spray.
White couch, very risky of you.
That is risky.
It gets a little crazy once in a while.
Well, if you are eating in bed, many people also fall asleep while they're watching TV in bed. But is that a problem? According to a sleep medicine physician who spoke to Yahoo Life, those who struggle with insomnia need to make sure their brain associates their bed with sleeping and not spending time awake watching television. Makes sense? While it can be a culprit for bad sleep, it's better to watch TV than having a phone or tablet that's closer to your face around bedtime. What happens if you do both?
Literally.
The phone in front of your face while also watching TV.
You never actually do sleep, I think, is what happens then.
That's true. I do sometimes when I'm watching TV, I'll be on TikTok watching TV at the same time. I'm getting nothing done.
Right?
But my family is big like Law and Order SVU or like Chicago PD type folks. So I've been watching Chicago PD episodes in bed. And just in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., there'll be like a loud explosion in the episode. I'll be like, my golly, what happened? But
you leave it on while you're sleeping.
Yeah, so I fall asleep and the TV's still on.
Jeez.
Yeah, but that's an issue too with the with any episode too on streaming devices now. The commercials that pop on, the commercials are always like way louder or way softer than the normal TV show.
It's
so
so
that can
annoying.
wake you up too.
I gotta get your attention.
Yeah, I guess.
Warning.
Yeah, right. It should be illegal though.
Golly.
It's ridiculous.
But be careful out there, folks, when you're falling asleep. Well, for Wendy's customers out there, or Wendy's fans, the future price of a Frosty could change depending on when you order it during the day. So the fast food restaurant announced it will start testing Uber-like surcharging in 2025. The change is part of a $20 million investment in digital menu boards. So surge pricing is common with event tickets and those ride-hailing apps. So I'm assuming that, like, if you're getting there at 5 p.m. and one item is super popular, you're going to spend more for that item at that time.
I hope that's not the future. That's
That
ridiculous,
seems
isn't it?
really odd.
That's
I feel like
ridiculous.
Wendy's, if you're selling something really well, maybe just have more of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
yeah.
going to be getting a Frosty at the odd hours then of 7 a.m. when nobody's getting an ice cream Frosty.
Let me get my 60-cent Frosty as opposed to the $9 Frosty at night. Yeah. I feel like Taco Bell, if Taco Bell's going to end up doing that, the prices you pay at like 2 a.m.
Oh,
or like for
yes.
McDonald's or Taco Bell, those could be some surge pricing for you.
Do you think they would do seasonal surge, like for a Frosty in the summer versus like a Frosty at winter? Maybe
Yeah.
not as many people are getting
Or
Frosty.
like a Shamrock Shake if you were
Yeah.
to, if McDonald's were to adopt it or something like that.
Thinking about that too, that could be a huge issue for the Starbucks lovers out there. If
yeah.
Starbucks takes on surge pricing in the fall and you got those fall themed drinks at 6 in the morning, you could be spending $50 for a darn PSL.
I hope at that point people just take a second and say, no, I'm not going to spend that money.
I'll make
I'm
my
not
own.
gonna-
I'll
yes,
make my own.
Exactly.
Still ahead, we're going to share our exciting delivery and also talk about some plans to hopefully hand out some Northern Life merch. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, folks. As we do every week at this time, we want to say thank you again for making Northern Life part of your busy day. We're so happy to hear from all of you. We have so many comments that we always like to read and get to. It lifts our spirits, and hopefully we can lift your spirits as well. And we can't wait to share more stories and laughs with you in the future here. And just in case you ever miss us on air, you can always find our full episodes online. YouTube is a great place to find that. And our viewer Mary agrees. She said, saying, I have found it helpful to watch on YouTube. Yeah, there's full episodes are on there, so go check it out. If you ever miss anything or want to go relive the past, like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, see what we were talking about back then, go back and look. Why not? Yeah.
It seems kind of wild too, like looking back at our first ever episodes, we were standing pretty far apart.
Yeah.
The lighting was a little off. I was like way over here.
Yeah.
And then, but we've had fun nonetheless throughout all these times.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up next week.
Well said.
Moving
You said
on.
it best. You said it best, Hunter.
Coming up next week, we're excited to share a story from Wine Creations in Hermantown. It was such an informational and tasty experience getting to try all sorts of their wine and even having the opportunity to make our very own Northern Life bottle, a Northern Life wine. So we're going to think about how we can give away a few of those bottles since they left us with so many. It was so kind of them. But we're going to keep you updated on how that's going to go down. I think we could show at this point.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
We got one
Yeah.
in studio here with us. And so big thanks to the group at Wine Creations for allowing us to have a
Yeah.
Northern Life bottle. I know that at their shop too, you can create other types of facing like this for your own bottles. So if you got like a dog, we saw some dog creations on the bottles too.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of labels had a lot of inside jokes on them, or just clever little gifting ideas
Yeah.
too. If you maybe know someone who's having a wedding or celebrating
Right.
some big milestone.
I know it's only February, but a great Christmas present. Possibly.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to enjoy that possibly. I believe that story will air on Monday.
crack this bad right
we
open
got-
right now.
We're
Pass it
gonna have to
around.
open and maybe drink it throughout Monday's show. But one thing one thing I know we are thinking about doing is some sort of future Northern Life event with the public and our awesome viewers out there. And funny enough, Judy commented on our Facebook recently saying we should have a Northern Life fan happy hour. Hunter and Ryan are buying. JK. Judy did put JK.
I wish we'd made enough money to where we could buy rounds for everybody, right? I'd love to buy a round for everybody. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
I feel like we could cover the first one. The next round would probably be an issue.
For the bank account's like,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
not
I
going
appreciate that Judy didn't row me into that.
I'm just being right.
Yeah,
We'll buy your drink for you.
We got you.
Am I included in that?
Yeah, we got you covered.
Okay,
We got you
thank
covered. And I think when we do get something scheduled, we're going to have plans on handing out our very own Northern Life koozie can holder.
Limited edition.
Snuggie or Huggy, what are they called?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huggy,
Something
I
like
think.
that. And I mean, my golly, look at this box. This box is almost bigger than me. So our executive producer, Ben, ordered these for the station. And here, you guys can hold them here.
Yeah,
and
look at
they're
that.
Thank
really
you.
a cool Northern Life green. I mean,
So nice.
look at that thing. So
I love it.
I'll give you kind of a look. I don't know if I can show you this whole inside of this box, but
Look
look
how many
at
are
all
in
of
there.
those.
That's
My
a lot.
Golly.
We're chock
There's
full of koozies here.
It's such a big box.
Absolutely full of them.
Wow.
So we're gonna have to, when we do get an event with the public scheduled, we would love to hand those out to you
Yeah.
all.
We should someday make one that can fit a wine bottle. You just put it right on the wine bottle, keeps it cool, you know?
Yeah,
There we go.
I think our bottle's a little thick for this today.
I think somebody upstairs did try it. It's close, but it's a little tight thing. Yeah.
I want to say a quick thank you guys too for everybody who has supported me and my Christmas tree journey. It was still up at home as of last week.
Okay,
but
so now it's down?
Yep, this weekend
Okay.
I took it down. Yeah, thank you. I had to do it. I was sitting on my couch just staring at it and I was like, this needs to come down. Janice told us though, Briggs, you can leave your tree up, just add some shamrocks or Easter eggs to it. That would have been a great idea. I need to invest in some of those ornaments for next year just to switch it out, keep the tradition going from holiday to holiday.
Why not?
Yeah, and then Ginger added a similar statement too with, you don't have to take your Christmas tree down, just decorate it with shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day. Genius.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, seriously, you could do it all year. Have you guys driven past the house that's on, is it Snively Road? Is that how you say it?
Yes,
I said Snively when I was
Yes,
little.
they have every holiday.
Yes! Blow-ups and
Yes.
lights all over the place. I love that house. If you're watching the show, you have brought a lot of happiness to the McCullough family. It's the
Yeah.
coolest house ever.
We drove by it every single day. I still do drive by it all the time. And yeah, very festive. We'd love to come see your full collection.
Yeah.
And how you rotate through so quickly too.
It's a
Seriously.
production. It's
Yeah.
a production out
amazing.
there. Well, we got an idea for a future shoot from one of our viewers after Hunter suffered a brutal loss to Haley Rotzi over his defense, or lack of defense, rather, of Two Harbors. Sherry told Hunter, you should trade jobs with Haley for a day. Being the social media person is not that easy of a job.
Whoa! That's a good point right there. But if I wanted to really trade positions with Haley and see what it's actually like,
Oh, no.
I'd just take a vacation. I'd go, I don't know, I'd go fly somewhere warm and just hang out and do nothing, which is kind of what she does. It's perfect.
Oh my
Says
gosh.
the guy who sleeps in his car during break.
Yeah, where's Hunter? Oh, he's taking a bridge nap.
It's a bridge nap, you know, you
bridge
gotta be
nap.
well rested for the morning show.
Haley,
Do we think Haley could be a meteorologist? I think so.
She
probably
would crush
could.
it.
She
No,
She would
she-
crush
his
it.
words, his words are not ours.
No.
Still ahead, we got your Does It Work product.
Welcome back, folks. This week's Does It Work product claims to be a revolutionary new chip clip. We need that in our lives,
Yeah.
right? Helping to keep your food fresh longer by locking out air and all the moisture.
On their website, they say the Grip Stick is the best bag sealing device ever made.
We'll be
Big
the judge
claim.
of that.
Yeah,
Those
big
are-
claim.
Those
Yeah.
are big words, big words. Rachel Hackbarth is here to show us just how well it works.
Derek Sorrells works with toppings like cereal and cookies at his ice cream shop. It's important those stay fresh and never stale. He's going to see if the Grip Stick can help make that happen. The company claims these are the best bag sealers made. For $23.95, we get 12 sealers.
Typically, we put them in a plastic container, and sometimes those are a little bulky, or we run out of them, or the lids wind up running away.
When it comes to locking out air, the instructions say these are superior to bag clips. That's because these plastic attachments slide all the way across the entire bag instead of just one section.
Place the yellow guide, so that yellow guide there. Place that on the bag, on the edge of the fold, and then slide it to close.
This set of sliders comes in a variety of sizes. For a bag like this, Derek is choosing to use one of the larger attachments.
Not sure if I'm smart enough. Let's flip the instructions back over there, place on the corner, and then slide it across.
So far, these are not easier to use than a regular clip, but after a little practice,
There we go, finally got that. So I think the paper has to be really, really flat. Let's see if we can get it quicker a second time. Well, maybe not. There we go. So that works. All right, let's do it. Looks pretty sealed to me.
he finds these do work better on certain bags.
Well, that was way easier.
That was much easier. I think it's just the kind of material, the plastic that you happen to be using, but this one worked much easier, and it is also sealed.
Derek thinks the grip stick works and is sealing his bags more than a regular bag clip would. But he does believe it comes with a learning curve. For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
It appears like it works, right? I mean, it seems like it's a little bit complicated. Like maybe it doesn't work on certain bags, but I wouldn't spend $24, but I'd buy it.
It depends on how many you get. We were wondering about that. It looked like a decent amount must come in the bag. Maybe 12, our director Seth is saying. So that's not bad. That's like $2 a grip stick, right? More math today.
Right?
More math. I feel like I don't know the amount of things in my home that I would necessarily need a grip stick for, besides like I just use the normal clip. I don't think I'm keeping that much stuff out. And if it's a bag of chips, I'm going to have them the next day. Later that night. They don't need to be open for that long.
Who are we kidding? Maybe I can use it on my brother's mouth or something.
Oh.
Keep his mouth shut for at least a little bit of time there, Colton. Jeez.
My God.
Hunter's on a roll today.
I'm getting everybody.
I don't think that's advertised on their website for possible uses. But also, I know a lot of you out there love the hot dog spiral device we showed you last week. And I'm sorry I couldn't go back and find out who actually sent us this message. But a lovely viewer out there said sometime we need to try hot dogs with peanut butter as a combo. Once again, I forgot who sent us that message and I couldn't find it, but they said highly recommend that pairing. What do you guys think of hot dogs with peanut butter?
By itself, or then do you put like ketchup with the peanut butter and like other stuff? Because that might get weird, but I guess I could see maybe the peanut butter by itself, but other condiments, that might get weird.
Yeah, I think it's just by itself. So it'd just be a hot dog bun and peanut butter. So it'd be like a peanut butter sandwich with like meat.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about this with Heidi a little bit, and she said people put peanut butter on burgers, and I've had that before, and that's amazing. So I would give this a shot. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty good.
All right. Well, a lot of exciting things in store for tomorrow's show. We'll show you after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Coming up tomorrow on Northern Life, we got to tease a little bit of it last week, but now we can't wait to share our full experience at the Ranch Supper Club in Hayward, Wisconsin. My gosh, it was fantastic. We learned all about their love for Northland hospitality as we try a real Wisconsin old-fashioned, and it was mighty tasty, if I might say so myself.
Yeah, they're like true Wisconsin folks.
Yes.
Yeah,
This couple, we really enjoyed our time with them.
And what a lovely space too. Yeah, we can't wait to show that to you.
Yep.
Yeah, we're also gonna welcome our very own reporter, Taryn Simmons, into the studio. We're gonna talk about her time in Duluth. She's gonna teach us a little Mandarin, which is so impressive.
Yeah.
And she was also so kind as to make us a few goodies too. And she wanted to share her family recipes during Black History Month with you all. So we're gonna be not only sharing her desserts, giving them a taste test here on air, but sharing the recipes with you too on her website. And they sound like they're gonna be very good.
From what she messaged us, it sounds like we're gonna be a bunch of happy campers on a Thursday in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Life is good on Northern
Some
Life.
desserts I've never gotten to try before too. So I'm very excited about that.
I don't know if I've ever had sweet potato pie. That'll be one of them. Sweet potato pie. I don't think I've had that yet.
I bet it's going to be really good. I'm
bet
super
so.
excited.
Yay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're going to see you back here tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.